I don't have the power to mute everybody right now, so if everyone can do that themselves, or if Jen, if you're able to do that.
Yep, and the recording has begun, so you are all set to go, Britt.
Perfect. Right, so for today's practice, all you'll need is a strap or something that you can use with a strap, like a belt or a scarf or a long sleeve shirt, pair of leggings, something like that. Cool, we are going to get started on our backs today. So find yourself nice and comfy on your mat. Legs can extend out long, or if it feels better to keep your knees bent, you can do that. Let your arms rest out by your sides, palms facing up. And take a moment to really arrive in your space and to feel your connection to the earth beneath you. Begin a physical scan of your body, starting at the crown of your head and reaching down the tips of your fingers and your toes. Noticing any areas of extra tension, any areas of your body that might need a little extra love and support today. Begin to shift your focus from your physical body to your mental and emotional body, just noticing how you feel mentally and emotionally today without trying to place any judgment on how you're feeling. Just noticing where you're at and allowing yourself to sit with that feeling. And if it's part of your practice, now is a great time to set an intention for yourself. So this could be something like focusing on your breath or continuing to stay connected with your body, something that maybe you want to focus on for the rest of your day or the rest of the weekend even. And then without changing anything, begin to shift your focus to your breath. Notice the location of your breath, where you feel it originate, where it spreads. Notice the temperature of the air as it enters and exits your body. The pace and the rhythm of your breath. And then place one hand over your belly, one hand over your heart space. Continue breathing here, just noticing the rise and the fall of your hands or the lack thereof. And then exhale all the air out of your lungs. See if you can exhale even a little bit deeper. And then take an inhale from your belly to your ribs and your chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, and belly. Continuing that 3-part breath on your own, allowing full expansion of the rib cage. And with every exhale, allowing tension to melt off your body down through the floor, down through to the earth. And then after your next exhale, your fingers can float back down by your sides. Continue breathing as you naturally would. And then inhale, reach your arms up overhead, stretching long from the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers. Exhale, curl in, bringing your right knee in towards your forehead. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hugging in the left knee, draw your forehead towards your knee. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, switch. Flowing through this on your own, just warming up the spine. Giving each of your legs a little hug along the way. And then once you feel nice and even, place the soles of your feet on your mat, bring your arms out to a T, and then exhale, drop your knees to the right and look to the left. Inhale through center, exhale, drop knees to the left, look to the right. Continuing this twisting flow with your own breath pattern, connecting your breath and your movement. And then bring your knees back through center. Keep your left foot planted, but reach your right foot up towards the sky and point and flex your foot. And rotate the ankle in one direction. Rotate the opposite direction. Then flex your foot again, bend into your right knee, open it out to the right and place your right foot on top of the left thigh. Coming into a figure 4 stretch here. So if you feel something right here, you can stay as is, or maybe you use your right hand to press your right knee open and away, or you might experiment with lifting your left foot up off the mat. And if your left foot is lifted, place it back down. Bring your arms back out to a T. Inhale, rock to the right. Exhale, rock to the left. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Taking a few more rocks side to side. And eventually, when you feel ready, rocking all the way over to the left. Right foot might reach down towards the floor. And then you can press your right ankle into the top of your left thigh, pulling that right knee open and away, opening a little bit more into your right hip. And then inhale through center. And then from here, just kick that right leg all the way over the left. So we've got like our knees kind of stacked up here. And then you can keep your legs just as is, just cross like this, or maybe you lift that left foot up and continue to wrap your right leg around the left. And then from here, arms come out to a T, and then give yourself a big hug, your left arm underneath the right. So we're stacking elbows here. And again, you can stay right here in this hug, or you can continue to wrap your arms around each other, maybe drawing the backs of your hands together or the palms of your hands together to touch. So we're coming into an eagle pose here, but on our backs. On an inhale, draw your knees and your elbows away from each other. And then exhale, draw them towards each other. Keep the back of your skull on your mat this whole time. So we're inhale, drawing them away, exhale, drawing them towards each other. Taking 3 more. And then unwind yourself, untwist yourself, plant your feet back on the floor, and then take a few windshield wipers side to side. And then taking all that on the other side, knees coming back through center, keep your right foot planted, left foot lifts up towards the ceiling, point and flex your left foot. And rotate the ankle in one direction. Rotate the other direction. Flex your left foot, bend your left knee, open it out to the left, and take your version of figure 4 on this side. If your right foot is lifted off your mat, place it back down. Bring your arms out to a T. Inhale, rock to the left. Exhale, rock to the right. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Taking as many rocks as you'd like, side to side. And eventually rocking all the way over to the right, coming into the twist on the other side. Press your left ankle into the top of your right thigh, opening the left knee out and away. Inhale back through center, and then cross that left leg over the right. Maybe just keeping them like this, or maybe continuing to wrap your left leg around the right leg. Arms out to a T, and then give yourself a hug with the right arm on the bottom this time. You can stay right here in this hug with the elbows stacked, or continue to wrap your arms around each other, finding your version of eagle arms on your back here. Inhale, draw the elbows and the knees away from each other. Exhale, bring them close together. Inhale, draw them away. Exhale, draw them towards each other. And again, continuing to keep the back of your skull on your mat as you do this. Taking 3 more. And then go ahead and unwind yourself, plant your feet on your mat, take a couple windshield wipers to wash that away. And the knees come back through center. Place the palms of your hands together to touch. Lift your feet up off the floor, keeping a deep bend in the knees. Hands dive between the legs, and then grab for either calves, ankles, or pinky edge side of your feet, coming into happy baby. And you might find a little rock side to side, a nice little massage against the floor. And eventually find some stillness. Keep a hold of your left foot and extend your right leg long on your mat. Inhale, bring it back through a centered happy baby. And then exhale, keeping a hold of your right foot, left leg goes out long. Inhale through center, and exhale, switch. So just moving through this half happy baby flow on your own, at your own pace. And then bringing yourself back through a full happy baby. Take a few rocks side to side again. And then find stillness, let go of your feet or your legs, press the knees back towards each other, and then place your hands to the backs of your thighs and rock and roll up and down the length of your spine. Eventually rocking all the way up onto hands and knees, coming into a tabletop position. You can take a few rounds of cat and cow here. So cat would be arching your back, and then cow dropping the belly as the gaze and the tailbone lift. And then come back through a neutral spine here. Place your left hand a little bit closer towards your heart center. Inhale, reach your right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread the needle on through. Don't let it land just yet. Inhale, let it lift. And exhale, thread it through. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. This time, letting it land. Shoulder and the ear can land on the floor. Maybe walking your left fingertips out on the left diagonal. You can breathe between the shoulder blades here. If you'd like to play with a little balance challenge here, you can place your left hand next to your face and then begin to lift your left knee up off the floor, straighten into that leg. Allow those toes to point straight down towards the earth. Continuing to connect to your breath. And if you took that balance challenge, start to bend into your left knee, place it back next to your right knee. If your fingertips are still walked out on that left diagonal, walk them back to frame your face. Press into your left hand. Inhale, reach your right fingertips up towards the sky again. Exhale, bring it back down, taking everything on the other side. So right hand is closer to heart center. Inhale, left fingertips lift. Exhale, slide it on through. Inhale, lift. Exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale, letting it land. You can walk your fingertips out on the right diagonal and breathe between the shoulder blades. And if you'd like to experiment with that balance challenge on this side, place your right hand next to your face and begin to straighten the right leg long behind you, toes pointing straight down. And then if you took that balance challenge, begin to bend that right knee, place it back down next to your left. If your fingers are still walked out on the diagonal, walk the hand back to frame your face. Press into your right hand. Inhale, lift the left hand up towards the sky. Exhale, coming back to that neutral tabletop. Take a few more rounds of cat and cow. And then drawing back through center, come up onto your knees and then let your left leg go out long to the side of you. So it's shooting right out from your hip. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. And then exhale, reaching over your extended leg, keeping those side ribs open towards the sky. Bring yourself back through center and then give yourself a big hug. And then open the arms back up. And then exhale, tipping down towards the floor, keeping the side ribs open. Inhale through center. Exhale, give yourself a big hug. Inhale, open back up. And exhale over the extended leg. So just moving through this side bend hug flow. Taking your own pace here. It's said that we need 4 hugs a day for survival and 8 hugs a day for, what is it? Something more than survival. Maintenance, I think. And us being in quarantine, I'm guessing a lot of us aren't getting those recommended 4 to 8 hugs a day. So we're just going to give them to ourselves today. All right, next time you come back through center, go ahead and place that left knee next to the right and take it all on the other side. So right leg shoots out. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale over the extended leg. Inhale through center. Exhale, give yourself a nice hug. Inhale, open it back up. And exhale towards the floor. Oh yeah? I don't know if you can hear her, but she's singing us songs right now. This is Cece, my cat. I know. All yoga at my house is cat yoga. We're busy right now. All right, bringing it back through center. Right knee comes next to the left. And then come back down onto all fours. Walk your hands about a handprint forward. Tuck your toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. You can take some movement here, maybe floating forward to a plank position and back to down dog, or bending into one knee at a time. Eventually finding stillness, drawing your tailbone high to where the ceiling and the wall behind you meet. Inhale, right leg reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, step it between your hands, lower down to your back knee right away. Untuck your toes. Walk yourself up. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, cactus your arms, bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift. And exhale, cactus. Taking a couple more of those. And then inhale, lift. Exhale, open the arms out to a T. And then give yourself a big hug here. Right arm underneath the left. You have the option to stay right here, just in this hug, if this feels nice. Or if you want to experiment with those eagle arms, continuing to wrap your arms around each other. And wherever you're at, really drawing those elbows up and away from the chest. Breathing here for 3. And then unwind the arms and draw the fingertips down towards the earth. Palms are facing forward, peek up towards the sky. And then exhale, float the hands forward, frame your front foot, tuck your back toes, lift up and back, 3-legged dog. Back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step between your hands, lower down to your back knee and untuck your toes. Inhale, root to rise, fingertips reach. Exhale, chin to chest, cactus the arms. Inhale, lift. Open the arms out to a T. And then exhale, give yourself a hug, this time left arm underneath the right. Option to keep the hug or to continue into eagle arms. Drawing the elbows up and away from the chest. You gotta stop. All right, unwinding the arms, reaching the fingertips down towards the earth, palms facing forward, peeking up towards the sky, opening across the collarbones. And then exhale, frame your front foot, tuck your back toes, Lift up and back, three-legged dog, and downward facing dog. And taking all this again, but with a higher lunge this time. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step between your hands this time, keeping that back knee lifted, keeping up on those back toes. Inhale, up to crescent lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms, chin to chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale. And then opening the arms out to the side. Exhale, giving yourself a hug, right arm underneath the left. Either staying here or experimenting with eagle arms. And then unwinding the arms, reaching those fingertips down towards the earth, broad across the collarbones, peek up towards the ceiling. Exhale, frame your front foot. Step the right foot back to meet your left. Inhale, left foot rises. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, root to rise, crescent lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, lift. And then bring the arms out to a T. Give yourself a hug, left arm underneath the right. And then you get the idea from here, so you can stay here or you can continue into those eagle arms. Unwind the arms, draw your fingers towards the earth, peek up towards the sky. And exhale, frame your front foot. Step your left foot back to meet your right. Take 3 breaths here in down dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, step between the hands. Inhale, root to rise, staying in that crescent lunge. And then right away, bringing your arms out to a T, give yourself a hug, right arm underneath the left. Option to stay here or continue into eagle arms. Whichever option you take, find a focal point in your room that's not moving. So looking past your hands if you've got these eagle arms going on. Put some roots down into your right foot and come forward to balance on that right leg. We've got several options here, so you can just hang out right here in this balance, or you might find a little micro bend in that right knee as the left leg crosses across the right. Toes can touch down, or you can continue to sit back, coming into full eagle, that left leg wrapping around the right. Continue to lift your elbows up off of your heart space. And then unwind everything. Place your left foot next to your right and give the body a little shake here. Shake out the arms, shake out the legs, do a little dance. And then find your feet underneath your hips. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive over the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step your feet back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, root to rise, crescent lunge. Open the arms out to a T, giving yourself a hug, left arm underneath the right. Taking whatever version of your arms you would like here. Find a focal point in the room. Put roots down into your left foot. Come forward to balance on that left leg. Option to stay as is or put a little micro bend in the left knee, crossing the right leg over the left, any amount. Coming into your version of eagle. Continuing to draw the elbows up away from the heart space. If you've got full eagle arms, really reaching those fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then unwinding the arms, unwinding the legs, right foot next to the left. Just give it a little shake. Find the feet underneath the hips again. Inhale, arms circle and reach. Exhale, swan dive over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, and just lower yourself down to your knees. And from here, you can just sit back on your heels, or if there's another comfortable seat you would rather take, do that. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Palms come together to touch, and then go ahead and interlace your fingers. Place your hands to the back of your head, so we've got these kind of butterfly wings going on here. Inhale, draw the elbows away from each other as you peek up towards the ceiling. Exhale, draw your chin to your chest, elbows draw towards each other. Inhale, and exhale to curl in. So taking this at your own pace. Bring yourself back through center, and then walk your right fingertips out on your mat. Draw your left ear to your left shoulder, and then you can stay just like this, or you might even use your left hand as just a little bit of extra weight on top of the head. So we're not really like pulling the head, yanking on the head here, we're just using that extra weight. And you might find some little movements here, maybe turning to look down towards the ground or up towards the sky, whatever kind of movement or stretch your neck needs here. And then bring yourself back through center, taking that on the other side, left fingertips walk out. Right ear to the right shoulder, maybe using your right hand as a little extra weight. Then release your hand, draw your neck back through center, and grab onto your strap or whatever you're using in lieu of a strap. And you'll want to hold onto it at least shoulder width apart, maybe even farther than that. Holding it straight up overhead, stacking the spine. Keeping the arms as straight as you possibly can, exhaling the strap behind the body. So if it's challenging to keep your arms straight, then you'll want a little bit more length in the strap. Inhale to bring it up, and then exhale to bring it forward. So you can take this shoulder floss at your own pace. You might notice as we move along that it becomes a little easier, and if that's the case, you can shorten the length of your strap. And next time the strap is behind your back, go ahead and just set it off to the side. And then scoot your feet off to the side and then let them come out in front of you. Give the legs a little shake here. And then bend into your right knee, keeping that left leg straight in front of you. And you can keep the strap handy here if you would like to use it. Turn your hips to face that front foot. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, bending at the waist here, reaching for something past your foot, something that's just out of reach. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, fold deeper. Bringing your chin to your chest. You could use the strap here if you would like, a little extra leverage. But the goal here is just to find some folding in, cooling energy. It's okay if you don't reach the feet. Inhale, walk your fingertips back towards your torso. Plant your right hand next to your hip. And then inhale, sweep yourself up to a side stretch. Exhale, lower back down to your seat. And then inhale, lifting back up, coming back up onto that knee. Exhale, taking one more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, finding your seat. Right leg can come out long next to the left. Give them a little shake. And then take all that on the other side. So bending into your left knee. Turning to face that extended right foot. Inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, folding in, reaching for something just past your foot, something out of reach. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, finding your fold here, maybe using a strap, maybe not. Bowing your chin to your chest. Taking 3 to 5 cooling breaths here. Inhale, walk your fingertips back towards your torso. Plant your left hand next to your left hip and inhale, rising up. Stargazer pose. Exhale, falling back down to the bum. And then inhale, side body stretch. Exhale, sit back down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, coming back down. Both legs can go out long. Give them a little shake. And then plant the soles of your feet on your mat. Exhale your way all the way down to your back. Then from here, bring the soles of your feet to touch. Knees come out wide. We're coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, or a supine butterfly pose. Arms can come out by the sides, palms facing up. Taking some deep breaths into the spaciousness you're creating in your hips here. And then with the help of your hands, guide your knees back towards each other. Keep your knees together and then walk your feet out wide on your mat. So probably at least the width of your mat or maybe outside the width of your mat. Knees knocking in towards each other. And then you can just give yourself a hug here again. Whichever arm you want on top is fine. Allow yourself to slow down and begin to sink back into the earth. Feel supported by the floor underneath you. You don't have to do anything to really hold yourself up in this posture. Just allow yourself to soften and release. And keeping everything else as it is, but just to keep ourselves even, hugging yourself with the other arm on top. And then you can release the arms, walk your feet back in towards each other. Bring your left knee in for a hug, right leg goes out long, and then exhale, twisting the left leg over to the right. Left hip can come off the floor. Taking a few breaths in this twist. Inhale through center, give your left knee a squeeze. Right knee comes up to meet it. Keep a hold of your right knee, left leg goes out long. Exhale, twist the right leg across the body. Inhale through center. Give your right knee a hug. Left knee comes up to meet it. Wrap your arms around yourself. Draw your forehead towards your knees. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, let your legs go out long. Bring your arms down by your sides, palms facing up. Shoulder blades act as a cradle for the heart. Close down your eyes if that feels safe and comfortable for you. Allow yourself to soften and melt into the support underneath you. Coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Check in with any areas of your body that are still experiencing any sort of tension. And send breath to those muscles. And give them the message that it's okay to relax and release. To go in the dark with a light is to know the light. To know the dark, go dark. Go without sight and find that the dark too blooms and sings and is traveled by dark feet and Dark Wings. That's a poem by Wendell Berry that's just about cherishing the dark moments. Begin to bring awareness back to your breath, allowing deeper inhales, more full and complete exhales. Bring awareness back to your physical body by inviting small movements into your fingers and toes, wrists, ankles, slowly nodding your head left and right. And then keeping the eyes closed or soft, you can plant your feet on your mat and roll over to either your left or your right side, using your bicep as a pillow. Take a few breaths here in the fetal position. Extend some gratitude toward yourself for showing up and coming to your mat today, allowing yourself to experience some self-care and a sense of community. Whenever you're ready, press into your top hand, pressing yourself up to a seated position. Eyes can stay closed or soft here. Root down into your sits bones, reaching the crown of the head nice and high. Inhale, circle the arms, reach them up towards the sky, and then exhale, press the air in front of you away. Inhale, circle and reach. Exhale, pressing the air to the sides of you away. Inhale, circle and reach. Exhale, pressing it to the front again. Inhale, arms circle and reach overhead. Palms come to touch. Exhale your hands through heart center. Thumbs can nestle in at the sternum, bowing your chin to your chest. In a bow of gratitude for the amazing, strong, and subtle things that our minds and bodies are capable of doing. Thanks for everybody for joining me for practice today. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Happy Saturday. I hope you all have a good weekend.